right? Right, these are few very simple transactions. So we are using these transactions to learn about trial balance, right? So using these transactions first of all. So I think you remember about the accounting process. What is the first step? First one, transaction. So we record these transactions to source documents. Then we record these transactions into prime entry books. Then we record into ledger accounts. Then we balance off the accounts. So both we balance off the accounts. Then we prepare the trial balance, right? So I think you know about up to balance of the accounts, right? You know about how to record in the source documents, how to record into prime entry books, and you know how to record into ledger accounts, and you know how to balance off the accounts. So from balance off from onwards, now we are learning, right? First one, Pathum's business. He has started a business investing cash 300,000. So it means cash increase in the business. Then cash in the business increase means cash debit 300,000 as capital, right? Then capital account credit as cash 300,000. Then he has invested 75,000 worth vehicle. It means vehicle in the business increase. It is an asset. So vehicle account debit as capital, right? Then capital account credit again 75,000 as vehicle. Then another one, we have equipment, right? Equipment is, he has invested 20,000 worth equipment. It is also an asset. So increasing equipment debit because it is an asset, right? 20,000 as capital. Then capital account yet again credit 20,000 as equipment, right? Then there are some transactions, right? There are some transactions. First transaction is purchase 40,000. So when we purchase, what happens? Cash decrease. 40,000 cash decrease means cash account credit. Cash account credit 40,000 as purchase, right? Then purchase account debit 40,000 as cash because this is a cash purchase, right? Then second one, obtain the bank loan. When we obtain the bank loan, we receive money. So increasing money means cash account debit 150,000 as bank loan. Then bank loan is a liability, increasing liability credit as cash 150,000, right? Then rent received is an income. So when we receive cash increasing debit 40,000 as rent received. Then rent received is an income. So increasing income credit 40,000 as cash. Credit 40,000. When you open the bank account, we take from the drawer and deposit in the bank. Take money from the drawer means cash in the business, cash in the drawer, decreasing, then cash account credit 75,000 as bank. Then bank account debit 75,000 as cash because bank account is an asset account. Assets increasing debit, and from where this cash came from the cash account, from the drawer, right? Next one, electricity. When we pay electricity, cash decrease, then cash decreasing debit as electricity. Then electricity account is an expense account, increasing expense debit 4,000 as cash, right? Then salary, when we pay salary, salary is an expense, cash decreasing 25,000, no, 25,000, yes, as salary. Then under the salary account, salary is an expense, increasing expense, debit 25,000 as cash. Then sales 45,000. When we sell some stocks, we receive cash. 45,000 means cash increasing, debit as sales. So sales is an income account. This is a cash sale. So cash account credit 45,000. Right. The next one they have mentioned purchase from Kamal. Purchase from Kamal means we have purchase on credit basis. We have purchase on credit. So purchase from Kamal means it is a credit based transaction. Purchase from Kamal, then purchase increasing. Purchase is an expense, increasing debit 12,000. This is not a cash purchase. This is a credit based purchase. So we need account for Kamal. So from Kamal, right? Then we need to record this in the Kamal. Kamal is a creditor, no? Kamal is a creditor. Creditor Kamal, 12,000 as purchase. Increasing creditor means increasing liability. Increasing liabilities, credit 12,000. Right. Then sold to Ishara. Sold to Ishara means it's also a credit-based transaction. Ishara, we have sold a stock on credit base. It means we are not receiving money, right? It means it is a credit-based transaction. Then sales, increasing sales is an income. Income increasing, credit 20,000 as Ishara, right? I think you have an idea about the difference between cash sale and credit sale, as well as cash purchase and credit purchase, right? So then for Ishara is our debtor. So increasing debtors, debit. Increasing debtor means increasing assets increasing, debit as sales. This is how we record these transactions into prime entry books and ledger accounts, right? Now we are going to balance of all these accounts, right? Okay. Now how to balance this kind of accounts? I think you remember. You have an idea about it. Take the higher balance to both sides, no? Take the higher balance. First check this is the higher balance. 300,000, 450, 490, 535, 535,000. 535,000. So we have to deduct 100,000, 145,000, right? 145,000, right? Then answer is 300 and answer is 300. And when we deduct 145,000 from 535,000, the balance is 390,000, right? Balance CD, balance carried down. Then we take it to the next month as the opening balance, so we call it balance brought forward, right? Brought forward BF, right? Next one. These accounts are very easy to balance, no? Take the higher balance, here 0, then 75,000 to both sides, then deduct 0. When we deduct 0, balance is 75,000 as balance CD, then balance BF we can take to the next month. Then salary, it's also same, 25,000. So when we deduct 0, balance 25,000 Take it as opening balance, brought forward, right? Then capital account. I think we need more space now. Yes. Right. The total is 395,000. 395,000. Balance here 0, then 395,000 balance. CT, then here balance brought forward 395,000. Right. Then Ishara, it is easy. $20,000 to both sides. Then minus 0 means balance is 20,000, balance CD. Then take it to the next month as opening balance as balance brought forward, balance BF. Right. And here purchase 52,000 to both sides, 52,000. When we deduct 0, balance CD 52,000 and take it to the next month as opening balance as balance brought forward. Right. Then sales count 65,000 to both sides. So when we deduct 0, balance CD carried down as 65,000 and balance brought forward as 65,000. Right. Then capital 75,000. When we deduct 0, same 75,000 and 75,000 as balance brought forward. Right. Then equipment store, same 20,000 to both sides. Balance carried down, balance brought forward. We have 4 accounts. No, yes, okay. Then Kamal account 12,000. We deduct 0, balance CD 12,000, then balance brought forward 12,000. Right. Then we have another 3 accounts. Bank loan. When we take bank loan 150,000, when we deduct 0, balance CD 150,000, balance brought forward 150,000. Then rent received 40,000, recording the both side, then deduct 0, then answer is balance is 0. So 40,000, balance brought forward 40,000. Then final account, electricity 4,000, deduct 0, then balance CD 4,000, take it to the next month as balance brought forward. Right. Now we have recorded these transactions into ledger, prime entry books and both ledger accounts, right? And now we are going to prepare the trial balance, right? This is how we prepare the trial balance. Right. This is the simple format. In our format, date is not included, but if you need, you can add a date column too, no problem. It's not a big thing, right? Okay. So I think you can't see the board. It's not. Yes. Right now you can see the board. Right. This one credit side and this one debit side. Right. And this one for the ledger page. Right. This is a sample format of, this is a format of trial balance. Right. The pen. Right, okay. Right now, date, description, ledger page, debit, and credit. Now, this is a trial balance, right? Trial balance. Now we are going to record all the balances of these accounts to the trial balance like this, right? First one, cash account, brought forward balance. Every time we take the balance brought forward, right? Brought forward balance, because the balance we take for the next time period. This one, this one, this one. And we use the same side to record this balance, right? So if this balance, so as an example, this rent receive balance is in the credit side, so we record it in the credit side. And this electricity balance is in debit side, so we record it in the debit side like this. First one, cash. Cash account, debit 390,000. Then 390,000. Then bank account 75,000. 75,000. Then salary account 25,000. Debit 25,000. The same side. Capital account credit. That can capital account credit 395,000. I think you can see the board, right? Yes. Okay. And next, Ishara debit side 20,000. Ishara debit side 20,000. Right. Then purchase debit 52,000. Then sales credit 65,000. Then vehicle debit 75,000. Then equipment debit 20,000. Then Kamal credit 12,000. Then bank loan credit 150,000. Then rent received credit 40,000. Then electricity debit 4,000, right? So first of all, we are going to record these balances in the ledger or in the trial balance, right? Then we get the total of both sides, right? 395, 460, 510, 550, 562,000. 390, 490, 510, 562, 582, 586, no, 90, 75, 490, 561, have we missed one? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Right, okay. Yes, 170,000. No? Right, okay. 390, 490, 510, 562, 562, 582, 586, 586, 591, 662. This one 390 plus 395 plus 65,000, 460, 460 plus 500, then 650, 662, right? Right, that Kani? Right, so both sides, the balance of both sides are same, 662 for debit side and 662,000 for credit side. So this is the special thing of trial balance, right? If you have recorded these transactions, if you have recorded transactions correctly, then your trial balance will be same. That both side of your trial balance will be the same amount, right? අපි හරියට මේ ටික දාගත්තා නම් මේ දාගෙන හරියට balances ටික ගත්තා නම් මොකද වෙන්නේ අපි trial balance එකේ debit side එකයි credit side එකයි හරියටම equal වෙනවා. දෙපැත්ත සමාන වෙනවා. 662,000 පේන්නේ නැද්ද ඔයාලට? Right. 662,000 වෙනවා මෙතන. දෙපැත්තම සමාන වෙනවා අපි හරියට දාගත්තා නම්. Right, I think you have an idea about it, right? So now let's check this. Cash is an asset. No, cash is an asset. Nika date kini one then right? Bank is an asset. Salary is an expense. Capital is an equity. Ishara is a debtor. Purchase is an expense. Debtor kila kini metana asset right? Sales is an income. Vehicle is an asset. Equipment is an asset. Kamal is a creditor. No? Creditor means liability. Then bank loan is a liability. Rent received is an income. Electricity is an expenses, right? Balanna, look at these. All the assets and expenses balances are in the debit side. Cash, debit. Bank, debit. Salary, expense, debit. And all the equities, liabilities, and incomes accounts are in the credit side. Capital, credit. Sales, credit. Kamal, creditor, credit. Bank loan, credit. Rent received, income, credit. And electricity, debit. Equipment, debit. Vehicle, debit. Right? I think you have an idea about it. So all the assets and expenses, all the balances of assets and expenses accounts are in the debit side, and all the equities, incomes, and liability account, the account balances are in the credit side, as I told you before in the double entry system method part, right? Remember, behave as increase, right? වැඩි වෙන විදිහට තමයි මේක වැඩි වෙනවා හා සමානව තමයි balance එක හැසිරෙන්නේ, right? මතක ඇති ඔයාලට, right? Okay, this is how we prepare trial balance, right? So you will ask, what is a trial balance? So when preparing ledger accounts, right? When we prepare ledger accounts based on the double entry principles, the value of a transaction is recorded in the debit side of one account and in the credit side of the other relevant account. I think you have an idea, no? One account debit side, another account credit side. So as a result of this, after balancing of the ledger accounts, there are debit and credit balances like this: debit balances and credit balances, right? Credit balances, right? So if the transactions are recorded and ledger accounts are balanced correctly, then total of debit and credit balances should be equal like this. Should be equal like this, right? So the list which is prepared at the end of the period by including all the debit and credit balances of ledger accounts is called as the trial balance, right? The trial balance is not an account, right? This is not an account. This is not an account. It's a list of balances and could be considered as a summary of the ledger, right? This is a summary. This is a summary of the ledger. This is a summary of the ledger. The summary of all these accounts, no? Summary of all these accounts. If we take this, if we have this, then we have the summary of all these accounts. This is a summary. These are in detail, and this is as a summary, right? So we prepare this trial balance to check whether we have recorded all the transactions correctly or not, right? To check whether we have recorded correctly or not, right? Understood, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Right, good. So this is the trial balance. This is it. මෙච්චරයි මේ trial balance එකේ තියෙන්නේ, right? This is it. Right? Hari. So then for our exams, right? For our exams, sometimes they will give some transactions and they will ask us to record these transactions to prime entry books and ledger accounts, then take off the balance, then to prepare the trial balance. All this whole process, right? Whole process from transaction to trial balance, right? So sometimes they will give you a trial balance which is incorrect. They will give you a trial balance which is incorrect. Then they will tell you to adjust the trial balance, right? Recorrect the trial balance. So in that scenario, they will give you a trial balance like this, and sometimes they will record like this. Cash account they will record in the credit side, and sometimes this sales account they will record in the debit side, bank loan account debit side. Like they will change the sides and they will give you, right? They will give you, right? Then you will be able to recorrect the statement, recorrect the trial balance. So I think you have an idea, because all the assets and expenses are in the debit side and all the equity, liabilities and incomes are in the credit side, right? Okay. And I'm asked you one more question, right? So in here, bank account. Bank account balance we have recorded in the debit side now, because we have a debit balance. So if it is a bank overdraft, then which side we use to record? If it is a bank overdraft, then which side we record? Tell me. Let's say, as an example, we got instead of bank balance, we got as a bank overdraft as 40,000. Then which side we record this? Which side we use to record this? This one. Tell me. Hurry up. Yes. Credit side. Yes, very good. Credit side. Because bank overdraft is a liability. So we use bank overdraft to credit side, and bank account balance is an asset. It is a debit balance. It is an asset. So we record bank account, bank balance in the debit side and bank overdraft in the credit side. Right. Right. I think you have an idea about this, right? Okay.
So in here you drive ledger book as capital note. Is it important to draw that?
Which one, Pudha?
The capital ledger book.
Yeah, sorry, capital one. It's okay. No, capital. Yes, capital one. Yes, okay.
So is it important to draw, like construct?
Important to draw? I didn't get you, Pudha.
I mean, sir, is it important to like construct within the ledger books right there?
Yes. Of course. It is important to prepare this
Okay.
account.
Yeah, sir.
Yes, of course. It's mandatory. All the accounts are important, right? All the accounts are important. We can't avoid any account, right? We can't avoid any account, right? Okay, hurry up. Prepare the trial balance. Right. Finish. Mutala, have you finished? I'm going to erase this, right? Because I need some space. Right, tell me when you're finished, right? Hurry up. Right, finish. Okay. Right. So trial balance is over, right? Trial balance is over. Trial balance thing. That's it. So if they give us transactions, then we have to prepare prime entry books and ledger accounts, then we have to balance of the accounts, and we have to record all the balances in the trial balance as debit and credit. So one type. So another type, they will give you wrong, incorrect trial balance, then you have to recorrect the incorrect trial balance, right? So recorrect is very easy. I think you have an idea about it. All the assets and expenses balances we record in the debit side, and others equity, incomes and liability balances we record in the credit side, right? Okay, now the 11th lesson is over, right? And I'll send you some activities, then you can do that activities as your homework, right? And I have already sent you some homework, so I have sent you some homework. So in that homeworks, you have to prepare the trial balance too. There are 3 main questions. In that questions, you have to prepare prime entry books. Using the transactions, you have to prepare prime entry books, ledger accounts, prime entry books, including cash account, purchase journal, sales journal, and relevant ledger accounts. Then after that, you have to prepare the trial balance, right? So when you prepare the trial balance, you will have an idea. I think now you have an idea about trial balance, right? Understood, all of you? Understood? Tell me, all of you. I need all of your comments. Okay, others, all of you, tell me. If you can't talk, you can send me a message. So hurry up, because I'm going to go for the next step, right? Next step means I'm going to go for the last lesson of grade 10, right? Last lesson of grade 10. So hurry up, all of you, please tell me if you understood or not. If you have any doubts, if you have any questions, you can ask me right now before we go to the next step, next lesson, right? So hurry up, tell me. Right, good, okay. So trial balance is over. This is a very simple counting lesson, right? Trial balance and petty cash book both are very simple chapters, very simple lessons that we have, right? Okay, right. Okay, then we are going to discuss about correction errors, right? Correction errors of accounting, right? So correction errors of accounting. So from transactions to trial balance, right? From transactions to trial balance, there are from transaction first step, then source document, prime entry books, ledger accounts, and trial balance, right? So there are 5 steps, and first we record these transactions. After the source document, we record in the prime entry books, ledger accounts, then balance off, then prepare the trial balance, right? So correction errors means there are some corrections might happen, maybe happen when we record these accounts. So when we record accounts, record transactions to the accounts and prime entry books, there are some mistakes might happen, right? So today, now we are going to discuss about the errors and which kind of errors and what are the places which that errors might happen, right? අපි දැන් අද ඉගෙන ගන්න යන්නේ දැන් ට්‍රයල් බැලන්ස් එක ඉවරයි. අපේ මේ ගිණුම් කරන process එකේ මුලින්දලා අපි යනවා කණු දෙනුම ඉඳලා අපි මේ ටික කරගෙන යද්දි මේ steps ටික කරගෙන යද්දි අපිට වැරදි සිද්ධ වෙන්න පුළුවන්, right? එතකොට මුලින්ම අපි ඉගෙන ගන්න යන්නේ මේ වැරදි සිද්ධ වෙන්න පුළුවන් තැන් ටික මොනවාද කියලා, right? අපිට වරදින්න පුළුවන් තැන් නේ. අපි කියන්නේ ජීවිතේ වරදින්න පුළුවන් තැන් මොනවාද? ඒ වගේ තමයි accounting වලත් අපිට වරදින්න පුළුවන් තැන් අපි මුලින්ම අඳුර ගන්න ඕනේ. We must identify the situations of errors might happen, right? So first of all, we record these transactions to prime entry books, then ledger accounts, then balance off, then take the balances to the trial balance, right? This is the first situation. So when we record in the prime entry books, there might be some errors, right? අපිට වරදින්න පුළුවන් මෙතනදී නේ. When we record into the prime entry books, errors might happen, no? Errors might happen. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙතනට අපි transaction එක as an example, first transaction එක ගත්තොත් cash investment 300,000 අපිට මෙතන දානකොට capital මෙතන 300,000 debit කියලා දානකට අපිට sometimes we have recorded as 30,000 instead of 300,000 we have recorded as 30,000 and sometimes we have recorded in the credit side and sometimes it is omitted එක miss වෙලා අනේ එක මග ඇරිලා like this and sometimes we have recorded twice and sometimes we have recorded the wrong value, right? Like this, right? This kind of errors, right? So somehow when we record in the prime entry books, some errors might happen, right? So this is the first one, record in the prime entry books, right? ලියා ගන්න lesson එක ඊළඟට correction errors of accounting කියලා. right? correction errors of accounting කියලා ලියා ගන්න මුලින්ම topic එක. right? මේක ලබන සතිය ඉවරනවා පුතේ lesson එක. දැන් අද සෑහෙන කොටස මෙතන කරනවා අපි. right? සෑහෙන කොටස අද ඉවර කරනවා. okay. And the second one, when we record in the prime entry books, there are some errors might happen, right? Where this is the winnable. And the second situation, first we record in the prime entry books, then we record in the ledger accounts. Then when we record in the ledger accounts, same thing might happen, no? So as an example, in the account, this one 25,000. Sometimes we have recorded as 250,000. Sometimes we have recorded as 2,500. Sometimes we have credited this one. Sometimes we have recorded twice. Sometimes it is omitted, right? Few things might happen, right? So the second situation is when we record into the ledger accounts, right? ඔන්න අපි තැන් දෙකක් හොයාගත්ත අපිට වර්ධින්න පුළුවන්. එකක් අපි prime entry books වල record කරද්දී වර්ධින්න පුළුවන්. ඊළඟ එක ledger accounts වල salary account, capital account, ishara, purchase, sell ඒවට දාදී වර්ධින්න පුළුවන්. prime entry books දාන්නෝනේ cash book, bank account, petty cash book, journals, right? එහෙනම් first one record into the prime entry books and the second one record into the ledger accounts. And the third one ඔන්න අපි prime entry books වලට දැම්මා. then ledger accounts වලට දැම්මා. After that what we are doing? ඊට පස්සේ මොකද කරන්නේ? After we record to the accounts, what we are doing? Tell me. When we balance off the accounts, so first we record in the prime entry books, then we record into the ledger accounts, then we balance off all the accounts. No, when balance off the account, balance off the accounts මේ ටික ඔක්කොම හරියට දාලා මේ ඔක්කොම හරියට දාලා බැලන්ස් කරද්දි බඩු වර්ධින්න පුළුවන් නේ. එකතු කරන වර්ධින්න පුළුවන්. වැඩිපුර 10ක් දාලා අඩුවෙන් 10ක් දාලා සමාන කර මේ පැත්තට දාන ඕන එක මේ පැත්තට දාලා වර්ධින්න පුළුවන්. එහෙනම් ඔන්න තුන්වෙනි තැන අපි හොයාගත්තා. තුන්වෙනි එක ඔන්න අපි හොයාගත්තා. when we balance off the accounts, right? when we balance off the accounts, right? ඊළඟට තව තැනක් තියෙනවා. කියන බලන්න. What is the next one? The occasion. What is the next occasion when accounting errors may occur? අපි දැන් මේතනත් හරියට දාලා we have correctly recorded in the prime entry books and we have recorded in the ledger accounts and we have correctly balance off the accounts. After that, when we take this balance to the trial balance, අපි මේ balance ටික trial balance එකට ගේන ටිකට මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ වරද්දගෙන. මෙතන හරියට දාලා equipment 20,000 කියලා හරියට දාලා මෙතනට එද්දි මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? equipment වල බිඳුවක් කැපිලා බිඳුවක් මැකිලා 2,000 මෙතනට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. cash balance එක 390,000 දාලා හරියට දාලා balance ඔක්කොම අරගෙන හරියට දාලා මෙතනට ගේද්දි debit side එක වෙනකොට credit side එකට දාලා we have recorded in the credit side, right? purchase account balance we have taken, but it is omitted in the trial balance. මේක හරියට මෙතන දාලා මේකට ගෙනල්ලා නැහැ. මේකට දාලා නැහැ. අන්න ඒ වගේ වැඩි සිද්ධ වෙන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙනම් what is the next place? What is the next occasion? When prepare the trial balance. And prepare the trial balance, right? These are the occasions. These are the occasions when accounting errors may occur, right? First one, when transactions are recorded in the prime entry books. And the second one, when the transactions are recorded to the ledger accounts. And the third one, when balancing of ledger accounts, when balancing of prime entry books and ledger accounts. And the final one, when the trial balance is prepared. When the trial balance is prepared, right? Understood, all of you? Uthala?
Yes, sir.
Right, okay. Then I think you have already written the topic, correction errors of accounting. So under the topic, write a subtopic. The occasions when accounting errors may occur. The occasions when accounting errors may occur. Right? Then after that, first one, right? When transactions are recorded in the prime entry books. I will share you the tute, right? I will share the tute as well. It is included in the tute, right? Now I'm going to share you the tute as well. Right. This is the tute for trial balance. And this is the tute for correction errors of accounting. Right. All of you received the tute. I hope all of you received, right? Right. So today we learned how to prepare a trial balance, and what is trial balance, what is the importance of trial balance, and now we are learning about correction errors. We are learning about errors of accounting errors, right? So using the same path we can learn, because all the parts are connected. All the accounting parts are connected. Most of the accounting parts, right? So it will be easy for us to learn, and in this kind of situations, we can take the advantage of it, and we can do it fast, right? Okay. Now, so after that you record. I think all of you have an idea about the situations which accounting errors may occur. Am I correct? හැමෝටම තේරෙනවද මේ correction errors එන්න පුළුවන් තැන් ටික? පැහැදිලිද? Prime entry book, ledger accounts, when we take the balances, and when we prepare the trial balance, right? Okay. So now we know the situations of the errors might happen. Errors may occur. So now we are going to learn about the errors. Now we are going to learn about the errors, right? So Udala, these errors these errors we can classify into two. These errors, these accounting errors, we can classify into two. These accounting errors we can classify into two. Right? First one, the accounting errors which affect for trial balance. And the second one, which is not affect for trial balance. බලයි මොකද්ද මේ affect case එක මෙච්චර ලාගේ. Affect. As I told you before, මං කලින් කිව්ව විදිහට මතක ඇති, if we have recorded all these transactions correctly, then our debit balance and credit balance of trial balance are equal, right? Must be equal. No, not must be, right? Then කියලා දෙන්න not must be, it should be equal. Sometimes the both sides are equal, but there are some errors in the accounts, right? Okay, so the errors which are not affect for trial balance means මෙතන වෙන errors වෙලා තියෙනවා මේ වගේ වෙන වැරදි වෙලා තියෙනවා හැබැයි ඒක affect වෙන්නේ නැහැ කියලා කියන්නේ වැරදි වෙලා තිබ්බත් debit side and credit side both sides are equal. වැරදි වෙලා තියෙනවා, there are some errors in these situation, in these occasions, but the debit balance and credit balance both are same, both are equal. These kind of errors we can call as not affecting for trial balance, right? It means we have done some errors, there are some errors, but it is not affecting for the trial balance means the debit balance and credit side of balance of the trial balance are equal, right? And the next one is affect for trial balance. Affect for trial balance mean there are errors as before. There are errors as before and the balances are not same. Balances are not equal. නේ? Balances දෙක equal නැහැ. Actually errors තියෙනවා. Balances දෙකත් equal නැහැ. Balances දෙක equal නැහැ කියනම අපි දන්නවනේ. We know it. We know that we have done some errors. We have recorded incorrectly in some occasions, right? එනිම අපි මෙතන debit credit balance නැහැ කිව්ව ගමන් අපි දන්නව කොහොමත් මෙතන වැරදි තියෙනවා කියලා, right? So we call that kind of errors the accounting errors which are affecting for trial balance. Understood all of you? Understood? Right. I කියන්නම් මේ accounting errors අපිට කොටස් දෙකකට ගන්න පුළුවන්. එකක් trial balance එකට effect වෙන්නේ නැතිව. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි වැරදි කරලා තියෙනවා මේ වගේ. හැබැයි වැරද්ද කරා කියලා debit side එක credit side එකයි වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ, දෙක balance වෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ මේකට effect වෙන්නේ නැහැ. අනිත් එක තමයි අපි වැරදි කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒක කෙලින්ම මේකේ පේනවා කොහොමද debit side එක credit side එකයි balances දෙක equal නැහැ වෙනස්. එහෙනම් කොහොමද අපිට පේනවා ඒක වැරදි කියලා. Right? Okay. දැන් ඔයාලා එහෙම වෙන්න පුළුවන්ද සර් කියලා. එහෙම මේ වැරදි වෙලා තිබිලත් මේක balance වෙන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා. Right? Now I am going to show you how it happens. Right? First transaction, I think you remember first one. අපි එහෙම ගමු. First one we entered as cash investment 300,000 නේ. Right? Cash investment. So I'm using these transactions first 2, 3, then we can make some errors, right? First one, I think you remember, we have invested, no, we have invested, right? Okay. මෙහෙම ගමුකෝ. ඒ දෙක අතරලා. Right, come on, එකෙම ගමු. We have invested, right? We have invested 300,000 as capital, right? It means cash account debit, capital account credit නේ. First one එක එහෙමනේ. සල්ලි දැම්මම cash account debit, capital account credit. මම මෙහෙම කියනවා. I'm telling you like this. These transactions completely omitted. Completely omitted. මේ දෙක මොකද දාලා තියෙන්නේ? Completely omitted වෙලා. සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම මග හැරලා. Completely omitted. Completely omitted. ඒ කියන්නේ cash account එකේ දාලත් නැහැ. capital account එකේ දාලත් නැහැ. ඒතර බලමු balance එක කොහොමද එන්නේ කියලා. එතකොට පුතේ මෙතන balance එක එනවා අපිට මෙතන balance එක එනවා අපිට then 300,000 අඩු වුණාම මෙතන එනවා balance එක 90,000. ඒ කියන්නේ එහෙනම් cash account එකේ balance එක එන්නේ මෙතන 390,000 නෙමෙයි මෙතන ඉන්නේ එහෙනම් 90,000 කියලා. මේක එන්නේ නැහැ. right මේක එන්නේ නැහැ. ඒත් එක මොකද වෙන්නේ මෙතන 300,000 අඩු වෙනවා. එහෙනම් මෙතන ඉන්නේ 95,000. මෙතනත් එන්නේ එහෙනම් 95,000. 395,000 නෙමෙයි 95,000. මෙතනත් එන්නේ 395,000 නෙමෙයි 95,000 නේ. ඒත් බලන්න එකතු කරලා මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා. මෙතන මොකද වෙන්නේ? මෙතන මොකද වෙන්නේ? මේ පැත්තේ නෝ ටෝටල් එක අරන් බලන්න 95,000 65 160,000 310,000 350,000 362,000 මේ පැත්තේ 90,000 100,000 190,000 210 262 262 282 ඒත් එන්නේ 362 දැක්කනේ මෙතන වැරදිනේ we have completely omitted it is completely omitted so complete transaction is completely omitted so we haven't recorded in the debit side as well as the credit side we have missed recording debit side as well as the credit side එතන මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ මේ වැරද්ද වෙලා තියෙනවා හැබැයි to both side in the same balances නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ වැරද්ද පුතේ ඕනම වෙලාවක මේ accounting error එකක් ඒ වැරද්දක් වුණාම වැරද්ද එකම විදිහට දෙපැත්තටම වුණොත් දැන් මෙතන වෙලා තියෙන්නේ we have it is omitted 300,000 no 390,000 නේ right okay 300,000 සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම debit side එකෙන් ගිහිල්ලා credit side එකට ගිහලා දෙපැත්ත balance වෙනනේ දෙපැත්ත balance වෙන්න වැරද්ද වෙලා debit side එකනොත් 300,000 අඩු වෙලා credit side එකනොත් 300,000 අඩු වෙලා. එතන මෙතනත් මොකද වෙන්නේ? balance එකකින් ආවම මෙතන 300,000 මේ පැත්තෙන් අඩු වෙනවා මෙතන 300,000 මේ පැත්තෙන් අඩු වෙනවා පල්ලෙහාට ආවම balance is equal debit side and credit side balance is equal. Understood this error?
Yes, sir.
Right. But the trial balance is equal. But there is an error in the account, this process, no? What is the error? This account. This one, right? Okay. Okay. Write the type, right? ඊළඟට ලියා ගන්න. මොකද මම කියලා දෙන්න යන්නේ, right? First one. We are gonna another topic identification of accounting errors. Another topic identification of accounting errors. Identification of accounting errors under that topic, right? There are accounting errors can be categorized into two. 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 First one, errors that do not affect the agreement of trial balance. Errors that do not affect the agreement of trial balance. Right. This is a very important lesson, right? Right. The next error, errors that affect the agreement of trial balance. First one, errors that do not affect the agreement of trial balance, do not affect the agreement of trial balance. And the next one, errors that affect the agreement of trial balance. Errors that affect the agreement of trial balance. Right. right ඊට පස්සේ ලියා ගන්න right another topic ඒකෙම අනුමාත්‍රිකාවක් errors that do not affect the agreement of trial balance errors that do not affect the agreement of trial balance like that do not sorry affect for the agreement do not affect the agreement of trial balance right so topic right under this topic now we are going to learn about the errors that are not affecting to the trial balance I mean trial balance එකට හවු වෙන්නේ නැති වැරදි වර්ග ටික තමයි දැන් කරගෙන යන්නේ first one අපි කරානේ මොකද්ද ලියා ගන්න first one a complete omission of a transaction from the books a complete omission of a transaction from the books a complete omission of a transaction from the books a complete omission of a transaction from the books යටද ලියා ගන්න example එක write an example cash මේකම ලියා ගමු cash investment 300,000 cash investment 300,000 cash investment 300,000 has been completely omitted from the accounting books has been completely omitted from the accounting books right has been completely omitted from the accounting books right now I'm going to teach you the method I told you before तर මේ වගේ එකක් වුණාම මොකද වෙන්නේ මුලින්ම පුතේ there are 3 steps right හොඳට බලා ගන්න there are 3 steps we can take පළවෙනි එක වෙන්න ඕන දේ මේ පළවෙනි ස්ටෙප් එක වෙන්න ඕන දේ මොකද්ද මෙතන වෙන්න ඕන cash investment එකක් දාන්න ඕනේ එහෙනම් මොකද වෙන්නේ cash account එක debit 300,000 ඊළඟට capital account credit 300,000 වෙන්න ඕන ස්ටෙප් එක ඔය හැබැයි වෙලා තියෙන්නේ මොකද්ද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ completely omitted මෙතන දාලත් නැහැ right first one එක මොකද්ද වෙන්න ඕන ඊළඟට මොකද්ද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ ඊට පස්සේ third step එක තමයි correction error එක third step එක තමයි correction error එක. ඒ කියන්නේ වරද නිවැරදි කිරීම. මුලින්ම බලන වෙන්න ඕන මොකද්ද ඊට පස්සේ වෙලා තියෙන්නේ මොකද්ද ඊට පස්සේ දානවා වරද නිවැරදි කිරීම. කොහොමද මේක නිවැරදි කරන්නේ? How can we correct this? Tell me. Tell me as you know, no problem. If it is wrong or not, wrong or correct, no problem. Try, just try. What can be? කියන්න බලන්න. මොකද වෙන්න ඕන? මේක තමයි වෙන්න ඕන නේ. හැබැයි වෙලා තියෙන්නේ මේක. cash account එක නෑ. omit වෙලා capital එකටත් omit වෙලා. cash උත් omitted capital උත් omitted එහෙනම් මොකද කරන්න ඕන මේක හදාගන්න මොකද කරන්න ඕන මෙච්චරයි cash account එක මෙතන ඇවිල්ලා නැත්තම් මේක දාගන්නවා cash account 300,000 debit capital account 300,000 credit එච්චරයි උත්තරය ආවා නේ. දාලා නැත්තම් දාගන්න තියෙන්නේ. This is the answer. Understood all of you? පුතාලා? Others?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, ලියා ගන්න ඕක. මේ steps තුන ලියා ගන්න. වෙනම steps තුන ලියා ගන්න. වෙන්න ඕන දේ වෙලා තියෙන දේ වරද නිවැරදි කිරීම ලියා ගන්න. දැක්කම මේර එකේ මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? මේර එකේ දෙපැත්තමනේ same amount එකෙන් අඩු වෙලා. එතකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? මෙතනත් අඩු වෙලා මෙතනත් අඩු වෙලා එහෙනම් මෙතනත් මේ පැත්තෙනුත් අඩු වෙනවා මේ පැත්තෙනුත් අඩු වෙනවා. එහෙනම් මොකද උනේ ඉෆෙක්ට් වුණාද? ට්‍රයල් බැලන්ස් එකට ඉෆෙක්ට් වුණේ නැහැ. එහෙනම් අපිට අයිඩියා එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන් මොකද්ද? We can have an idea. Can get an idea. If we have done this error to the both side in the same amount නේ අපි දෙපැත්තටම එකම විදිහට මේ වැරද්ද කරලා තියෙනවනම් දෙපැත්තම අඩුවෙන් එකම ගාන අඩුවෙන් දාලා තියෙනවනම් දෙපැත්තම වැඩියෙන් එකම ගාන දාලා තියෙනවනම් දෙපැත්තම වැරදියට එකම ගාන දාලා තියෙනවනම් මොකද වෙන්නේ? වැහෙනවා නේ වැහෙනවා කවර් වෙනවා. අන්න රයිට් අන්න අඳුරගත්තා. Right? Understood? How to identify? Right? Finish? Right? Okay. ඔන්න එහෙනම් පළවෙනි error එක අපි ඉගෙන ගත්තා. We learned the first one which do not affect for the trial balance. Right? ඊළඟට අපි එනවා second type එකට. Right? Second type එකට. Right? ලියා ගන්න second type එක recording incorrect value. Recording incorrect value of a transaction. Recording incorrect value of a transaction recording incorrect value of a transaction in the books right in the books අපි එකට ගමු මේ purchase එක. We have a transaction for purchase, no cash purchase 40,000. මොකද වෙන්නේ? අපි දානවා මේ cash purchase 40,000 එක 4,000 කියලා දෙපැත්තටම. අපිට වැරදිලා මොකද කරලා තියෙන්නේ? Cash purchase 40,000 we have entered as 4,000 like this. එහෙනම් මෙතනත් purchase 4,000 මෙතනත් 4,000. එහෙනම් මොකද වෙන්නේ? මෙතන purchase account එකේ මෙතන ඉන්නේ කීයද? 4,000 12,000 16,000 16,000 මෙතන cash account එකේ ඉන්නේ කීයද? cash account එකේ ඉන්නේ මෙතන 4ක් කරනවා තව 36ක් මෙතන එකතු වෙනෝනේ. 390 36ක් එකතු වුණාම 4යි 26ක්. එතන 26ක් වෙනවා cash account එක 4,26,000ක්. එතකොට එකම පැත්ත වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. මෙතනින් අඩු වෙලා දෙයින් වැඩි වෙලා. මේ පැත්ත same 662. බලමු මේ balance එක එනවද කියලා. 426 16 ගුවම 442 42 542 562 then 500 662 වෙනෝනේ 662 ඒත් එනවා දෙපැත්තටම ඒත් 662 වෙනවා හැබැයි but our our entries are incorrect right entries are incorrect පැහැදිලිනේ මෙතන මොකද උනේ කියලා වැරද්ද දෙපැත්තම එකම විදිහට කළා credit side එකෙත් 40000 and 4000 in the debit side also 4000 instead of 40000 right ලියාගන්න example එක 40000 worth a purchase invoice 40,000 worth of purchase invoice 40,000 worth purchase invoice has been recorded as has been recorded as 4,000 in the books 4,000 in the books 40,000 worth of purchase invoice sorry purchase invoice නෙමෙයි cash purchase මේකනේ sorry cash purchase right purchase invoice උනොත් ඒක credit purchase වෙනවනේ cash purchase right for 40,000 worth cash purchase 40,000 worth cash purchase has been recorded as 4,000 in the books ඒ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද පළවෙනි එක දාලා බලමු මෙතන කලින් වගේ වෙන්න ඕන දේ මොකද්ද වෙන්න ඕන cash book එක මොකද්ද වෙන්න ඕන 40,000 credit වෙලා purchase account එක 40,000 debit වෙන්න ඕනේ ඒකට වෙන්න ඕන හැබැයි මොකද්ද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ cash account එක 4,000 credit කළා purchase account එකත් 4,000 debit කරලා එතකොට බැලුමට අපිට පේනවා මොකද්ද credit side එකෙත් 36,000 අඩුයි purchase account එකෙත් 36,000 debit side එකේ අඩුයි නේ බැලුමට පේනවා වෙන්න ඕන මේක වෙලා තියෙන්නේ මේක වෙන්න ඕන මේක වෙලා තියෙන්නේ මේක එහෙනම් මොකද කරන්නේ now we are going to recorrect the error එහෙනම් recorrect කරන්නේ කොහොමද මෙතන අඩුපාඩු 36000 මෙතනට දා ගන්නවා එතන මොකද වෙන්නේ එතකොට වෙන්නේ අඩුපාඩු 36000 මෙතන දාගත්තම 36,000 4,000 ඔක්කොම 40,000 මෙතනත් අඩුපාඩු 36,000 මෙතනට දා ගන්නවා ඩෙබිට් කරගන්න. එතකොට මේ දෙක එකතු කළා 40,000 හැදෙනවා. ඒතර ආන්සර් එක වෙන්නේ මොකක්ද? Cash account credit, purchase account debit. Purchase account debit, cash account credit. Understood all of you? තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් කියන්න. Right, okay, good. ඉක්මන් ලියා ගන්න. හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න පුතේ අපි දැන් මේ errors ටික we are identifying these errors no. මේ errors අපි දැන් මම in the seminar no. Yes, as I told you in the seminar. මතක I think you remember. නෑ seminar එකේ නෙමෙයි නේ. Before the class no. Yes, last week class I told you we record correction errors in the where we record correction errors. Remember Putala? Tell me where we record correction errors of accounting. Hurry up, come on. Where we record correction errors in the account, in the accounting. Last week we discussed about it. අපි වැරදි නිවැරදි කියනවා සටහන් කරන්නේ. Tell me, Sayoni, Himaya, where? Remember, correction errors we record in the general journal. Remember, general journal. Right? Correction errors we record in the general journal. එහෙනම් මේ අපි මෙතන මේ කරන්නේ කටු වැඩක්. මේ උත්තරේ එන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා ගන්න එක තමයි මෙතන කරන්නේ. Here we identify what is the error and how to recorrect this, right? So after this, we have to record this answer. This is the answer, no? Third step is the answer, no? So we have to record this third step in the general journal, right? In the general journal, right? After we discuss about these errors, I will tell you how to record, right? I think you have an idea about how to record, no? You know, in the debit side, cash, in the credit side, right? Not a big thing. right එතකොට අන්න එහෙනම් correction errors අපි record කරන්නේ general journal එකේ මේක තමයි record කරන answer එක right okay finish writing
Yes, sir.
right understood right okay next one next error අපි මෙහෙම ගමු we have a sale, no? Yes, we have a sale. We have a sale. Sales how much? 45,000. Cash sale 45,000, right? මෙහෙම කියනවා, right? We are saying like this. Cash sales 40,000. We have recorded twice in the books. අපි දෙපැත්තෙන් මොකද කරලා තියෙන්නේ? මේ cash sales 40,000 දෙපාරක් දාලා. ආයි මෙතන sales කියලා තව එකක් දාලා. මෙතන sales කියලා තව එකක් දාලා. 45,000. Sales account එකේ තව පාරක් දාලා. cash කියලා තව 45,000 එකක් දාලා. එතකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? මෙතන කීයක් දෙන්නේ? මෙතන තව 45,000ක් එකතු වෙනවා නේ. එතකොට මෙතන එනවා 1.10ක්. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙතන sales account එකේ 110,000 එනවා මේ වෙනුවට. මෙතන මොකද වෙන්නේ? මෙතනත් තව 45,000 ඇඩ් වෙනවා නම් 435,000 එනවා. 435,000 එනවා. එකතු කරලා බලන්නකො ඒත් ඔකම තමයි එන්නේ. right 510 මෙතන එනවා 707,000 මෙතනත් 25 මේ වෙනුවට එන්නේ මෙතනත් එනවා 707,000 both sides are equal but there is an error මොකක්ද error එක වැඩිපුර දෙකක් දාලා නේ වැඩිපුර දෙකක් දාලා right ලියා ගන්න recording same transaction twice in the accounting books. Third type. There are types that we wrote two types, right? First one, completely omission, and the second one, recording incorrect amount. Then third one, now write it out. Recording same transaction twice in the accounts, in the books or in the accounts, right? Recording same transaction twice in the accounting books or accounts, no problem. Right? එයට දෙලියා ගන්න මොකද්ද 45,000 worth cash sales 45,000 worth cash sales example එක 45,000 worth cash sales has been recorded twice in the accounts in the accounts කොහොමද ඒතර වෙන්නේ වෙන්න ඕන දේ 45,000 worth cash sale has been recorded twice in the accounts cash sales එන්න ඕන මොකද වෙන්න ඕන cash 45000 debit වෙන්න ඕන sales 45000 credit වෙන්න ඕන මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ cash 45000 එන්න ඕන එකට අමතරව මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ තව එකක් ඇවිල්ලා නේ තව එකක් ඇවිල්ලා දෙපාරක් ඇවිල්ලා 45000 දෙකක් ඇවිල්ලා මෙතනත් 45000 දෙකක් ඇවිල්ලා නේ වෙන්න ඕන දේ මේක වෙලා තියෙන්නේ මේක එහෙනම් අපිට තියෙන වැරදි නිවැරදි කියලා correction error එක මොකද්ද කොහොමද මේක වැරදි නිවැරදි කරන්නේ දෙපාරක් දාම මොකද වෙන්නේ මේ වැඩිපුර දාපු එක අපි අයින් කරන්න ඕනේ වැඩිපුර දාපු එක අයින් කරන්න ඕනේ එතකොට මේ වැඩිපුර දාපු debit side එකේ අයින් කරන්නේ කොහොමද we have to credit this නේ එහෙනම් අපි cash account එක 45000 credit කරලා මොකද වෙන්නේ මේකට මේක cut off වෙලා මේක ගන්නට හැදෙනවා නේ මෙතනත් මේක අයින් කරලා මොකද කරන්නේ මේක debit side එකට දානවා එහෙනම් sales account එක debit කරාම 45000 මොකද වෙන්නේ මේකට මේක cut off වෙලා මේක ගන්නට answer එක හැදෙන්නවා understood
Yes, sir.
right good okay noted right finish right next one ඊළඟ ලියා ගන්න මේක තමයි method එක right මේ method එකට ටික දවසක් හැදුවට පස්සේ අපි ගණන් 10ක් 15ක් හැදුවට පස්සේ මේ method එක ඕනේ අපිට ඔළුවෙන් එවිලේ mind එකෙන් හදාගන්න පුළුවන් right මෙහෙම මෙහෙම ඉන්න අපිට ඇඳෙනවා අපිට drawing එක ඇඳෙනවා චිත්‍රය ඇඳෙනවා අපිට නේ අපිට මේ එකපාර බෑ experience එක ගන්න ඕන ගණන් 10ක් 15ක් 20ක් හදුවට පස්සේ අපිට අහු වෙනවා system එක මේ සිස්ටම් එක අපේ ඔළුවේ ඊට පස්සේ යනවා මෙහෙම මෙහෙම ඉන්න ඕන එක මෙහෙම වෙලා තියෙන මෙහෙම කියලා අපිට එකපාරම උත්තරේ ගන්න පුළුවන්. හරි. ඒතර මේව කටු වැඩනේ. මේ ඕන වෙන්නේ නැහැ එතකොට. කෙලින්ම අපිට ජෙනරල් ජර්නල් එකට දාන්න පුළුවන්. right. කෙලින්ම ජෙනරල් ජර්නල් එකට දාන්න පුළුවන්. right next one. Recording the value of a transaction. Recording the value of a transaction. Fourth one, right? Fourth error. Recording the value of a transaction in an incorrect account. In an incorrect account. Recording the value of a transaction in an incorrect account. In an incorrect account. Instead of instead of the relevant account. Instead of the relevant account. Recording the value of a transaction in an incorrect account instead of the relevant account. ඒ කියන්නේ අදාළ ගිණුම නැතුව වෙන ගිණුමකට දාලා. වෙන ගිණුමකට දාලා. right. අපි මෙහෙම ගමු. පෙරසේ මේ ටික මකලා පෙරසේ ආයි අන්න අපි හරි. ගාන්ට යනවා ආයි. දැක්කම මේ කරපු ඔකක්වත් එෆෙක්ට් උන්නේ නැහැ මේකට right I have shown you practically right මම ඔයාලට practically පෙන්නලා තින්නේ එෆෙක්ට් වෙන්නේ නැත්තේ ඇයි කොහොමද වෙන්නේ නැත්තේ කියලා ඔයාලට මම practically පෙන්නුවා right නිකම්ම කියාගෙන ගියේ නෑ ඉස්කෝලේ කරා නම් ඉස්කෝලේ ඉස්සරහට කරා නම් දන්නවා ඇති කොහොමද කියලා දුන්නේ කියලා right කොහොමද කියලා දුන්නේ දැන් මම කියලා දුන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා වෙනස තේරෙනවා ඇති right මම හිතන්නේ තේරෙනවා ඇති right? Okay. So ඉස්කෝලේ ඉස්සරහට කරා. ඒතර බලන්නකො මෙහෙමද කරන්න කියලා. Right. හරි. example එකක් දෙන්න. මෙහෙම example එකක් දෙන්න. investment එකක් තියෙනවනේ අපේනේ. හරිද? Right. අපේ investment එකක් තියෙනවා vehicle 75000 නේ. අපි දාමු මෙහෙමයි. example ලියා ගන්න. Investment of 75,000 worth vehicle, investment of 75,000 vehicle, investment of 75,000 worth vehicle වාහනය 75000ක් වටින වාහන investment එක has been recorded in the equipment account, has been recorded in the equipment account, has been recorded in the equipment account. ඒ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? මේ 70000 75000ක් ඉන්වෙස්ට් කරපු vehicle එක මොකද කරලා තින්නේ? vehicle account එකේ දාලා නැහැ. මේකේ දාලා නැතුව එකක් දාලා මොකටද? equipment account එකට මෙතනට මේ 75000ක් දාලා. මෙතනට මේ 75000 ඩෙබිට් කරලා හැබැයි අනිත් account එකේ capital account එකේ දාලා තිනවා හරියට අවුලක් නැහැ. ඒක හරියට දාලා මෙතන මොකද කරලා තින්නේ? මෙයාගේ දාලා නැහැ. vehicle එකේ දාලා නැහැ. ඒක දාලා equipment එකට. ඒ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? vehicle account එකක් නැහැ. ඒකේ මොකුත් නැහැ. ඒකේ නැහැ නේ vehicle account එක. එන vehicle account එක 0. මේක 0. ඒ වෙනකොට මොකද මෙතන එන්නේ? equipment account එක එනවා 95,000. 75 plus 2020 sorry 95,000. ඉතින් මොකද වෙන්නේ? ඒත් මේ පැත්ත වෙනසක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ කොහොමත් 662. මෙතන මොකද වෙන්නේ? 490යි 90යි මෙතන අඩු වුණා 0 95 ආවා right. ඒත් 662,000ම තමයි. same balance. මොකද වෙලා තින්නේ? vehicle account එකට එන්න ඕන එක equipment එක දාලා. හැබැයි අනිත් පැත්ත හරියට දාලා. අනිත් පැත්ත කොහොමද capital එකකට එන්නේ? අනිත් පැත්ත කොහොමද capital එකකට එන්නේ? equipment එකට දැම්ම කොහොමද තමයි අනිත් පැත්ත capital investment එක capital විතර දාලා 75,000. මෙතන මොකද්ද කරලා තින්නේ? වරද්දලා. Sir, I have an exam tomorrow, so can I leave early for today? Yes, for sure. What is your exam, Buddha?
I have monthly testing.
Right. Which subject?
It's from science, maths, and history.
Right. Can you wait for only for 5 minutes?
Okay, sir.
So now it's over, right? We need only 5 more
Okay.
minutes. Right. Okay. දැන් මෙතන මොකද උනේ එහෙනම්? it's balance වුණා. මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ එතකොට? බලමු. ටක් ගාලා එහෙනම් කරමු. Right. මොකද වෙන්න ඕන? vehicle account එක capital account එකෙම ඉන්නේ 75,000 වෙන්න ඕන. capital 75,000 credit වෙන්න ඕන. ඊළඟට මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? මේක දාලා තියෙන්නේ equipment account එකේ capital account එකේ 75,000 75,000. එතකොට මොකද කේස් එක? මේක හරි. මෙයා හරි. මෙයාගේ අවුලක් නැහැ. එහෙනම් මෙයාගේ වෙනස් කරන්න දෙයක් nothing to change in capital. එහෙනම් මොකද කරන්න ඕන? මෙතන මෙයාව දාලා නැහැනේ. මෙයා වෙන්න ඕනක මෙයාව දාලා තියෙනවා. එහෙනම් මොකද කරන්න මුලින්ම we have to remove this. remove we have to credit this, no? Then equipment account credit 75,000. Then we have to take this. මේක හදා ගන්න තියෙන vehicle account 75,000 නේ. මෙයා හරියට දාලා තින්ද මෙයාගේ මුකුත් කරන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. මෙයා වැඩිපුර දාලා තින්ද මෙයා වයින් කරන්න මොකද කරේ credit කරා then cut off then we have to write another thing for him no, for vehicle, right? Understood? ලියා ගන්න. Right? I think all of you understood, right? Right, okay. Then last one. Antimeka, right? Last one. ලියා ගන්න. Right, කමක් නැහැ. මෙහෙම කරමු. අපි ඉතුරු ටික ලබන සතිය කරමු. Right? ඉතුරු ටික ලබන සතිය කරමු එහෙනම්. No problem. Right, we have one more error remaining in this category. Category which not affect for trial balance. Then after this error, we have the errors which are affecting for trial balance, right? It was a lesson. So next week, by next week, our syllabus will be finished, right? අපි syllabus එක ඉවර වෙයි ලබන සතියේ, right? ඉවර වෙයි කියන්නේ ඉවර වෙනවා, ඉවර කරනවා කොහොමද, right? ලබන සතියේ නම් grade 10 syllabus එක ඉවරයි. ඊට පස්සේ අපි ආයි papers තමයි, right? Papers ටිකක් තමයි යන papers වලින් තමයි ආයි යන papers සහ revision, right? Okay, so for today lesson, trial balance, both trial balance and correction errors all together we learned. So all of you understood? Others understood?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, okay, good. Right, okay then. Okay, Butala, then see you next week. And this Sunday, this coming Sunday, we have our seminar. We are discussing about bank account and bank reconciliation statement, starting from 1 to 4, 1 to 4, 5, right? From 1 to 4, 5. So all of you attend for the seminar, and if you have your friends, all of your friends can join. So you can invite your friends and your relatives. Because this seminar is for free. Make a free seminar එකක් තියෙන්නේ. ඔයාලගේ යාළුවෝ ඉන්නවා නම් අර මේ දන්නවනේ යාළුවෝ නෑදෑයෝ අර මේ ඉන්න හැමෝටම කියන්න seminar එක ගැන මෙහෙම seminar එකක් තියෙනවා කියලා. both Sinhala and English medium දෙකෙන්ම අපි seminar එකේ මේ පාඩම bank account and bank reconciliation එහෙම නැත්නම් බැංකු ඉරුම සහ බැංකු සැසඳුම් පත්‍රය කියන පාඩම අපි භාෂා දෙකෙන්ම පැහැදිලි කරනවා. right? එහෙනම් අදට ඔයාලගෙන් සමුගන්නවා. එහෙනම් හැමෝටම good night. Good night all of you.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Good night Putala. Night. Welcome.